Hi guys and welcome back. Well, continuing with our horror theme this month, we're going to take a look at ZombiU on the Wii U. Let's take a look. Well, ZombiU. This is a game that was developed and published by Ubisoft, directed by Jean-Philippe Caro and Florent Sacré. Before I embarrass myself anymore with the French names, I'll quit while I'm ahead. The game originally came out on the Wii U, then a year later it was made available for the Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Original release date was 2012, and this is classed as a survival horror. Now, if you've ever seen the film 28 Days Later, this really does remind me of that film, and if you, like I say, if you watch that film, you'll understand where I'm coming from. The game gets its idea from a book that was written and published back in 1602 by John Dee, who was in fact an English mathematician, astronomer, astrologer, occult philosopher and advisor to Queen Elizabeth I. While living in exile in Manchester, John Dee compiled his work with Edward Kelly and their conversation with angels into a manuscript entitled In Ecnocum Colliqua. The book was published in 1602 and reputedly financed by Queen Elizabeth I herself, also known as the Black Prophecy, and to read part of the Ecnochain conversations from November 1585. In the year of our Lord 2012, the alchemy of wealth from air will bring the second blight upon mankind. As the revelation shows, when death overcomes life, so shall man walk eternally in purgatory, and those who long for the bosom of God shall not find it, as death itself flees from them to smother the world in grey damnation. Well, now you know where the game get its background information from. I'm glad to say obviously that prophecy didn't come true. Well, you are a survivor. After the zombie apocalypse, the game is set in London, and right from the very beginning there's some guy that's helping you and is leading you to a bunker where you've now got supplies and weapons. But you've now got to help him, and you've got to get security cameras back up and running, and basically I suppose what he's trying to do is help you to survive, but at the same time you're going to end up trying to find some sort of cure for this epidemic. It's all very intriguing. I absolutely love it to bits, and the fact that it's got a bit of history behind it as well. So you know what, this one, story, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. Right, well that's enough waffle out of me. Let's get on with the game.
Now listen up. One bite will kill you, so no messing about with these blighters. Keep going. Come on, it's not too far now. Use your flashlight sparingly. It attracts the infected, and you need to economize those batteries.
Audio. Well, it's brilliant. You really are trying not to make noise. You don't want to bump into anything. A shopping trolley, for instance, a pain in the ass thing makes noise. And if there's anything infected around you, they will or will not pick up on it. So you're trying to creep around, but the second you're spotted, they'll start screaming, they'll attract others, and then, well, you've just got to get out your cricket bat and start giving them hell. And it's as simple as that. And all the sound effects, noises that go with it are brilliant. But it can go from literally one extreme to the other. Utter silence, all of a sudden you've let off a car alarm, and Jesus, the noise is loud, and it's just as you would expect, but it's spot on, and for that I'm giving it 8 out of 10. Controls. Well, right at the very beginning I thought, you know what, this is nothing but an absolute pain in the ass. I was finding it really difficult, but you know what, it's brilliant. It's really brilliant. It allows you to play the game totally different because you use the Wii control pad quite a lot, and the screen on there, it dummies up as your map, and well, here you go, I'll show it you now. Right, so to try and show you how this Wii U, sorry about the glare there. Basically what you can see here is a map of the area. There's your cricket bat, a gun, and what you can use it for basically is going into your backpack. Obviously I've got nothing here because I'm just showing you, but obviously those are the resources I've got set up at the moment. Like I say, there's my cricket bat. I want it, my gun, and I can send out like a sonar wave to search for the enemy. But what you can also do is by holding the button, so it's changed the screen. If I actually tilt that up, as you can see, I can look around the room. So it's useful when you need to detect stuff like that, analyse. Hold your finger down, scan complete, and I'll basically tell you what it is. Sometimes it's a door, and that's how you hack cameras, it's how you hack security systems. Now look, there's all sorts you can do. Messages left everywhere by other players. Very different, very quirky, and this is perfectly suited for it. The game will actually teach you how to use everything I've shown you there in a lot more detail than I am, and for that it gets 8 out of 10. Graphics. Well, I have noticed that the frame rate isn't quite there at times, because sometimes when you turn, I see some sort of shimmering which doesn't look right. It is, or it seems to be, all dark and gloomy all the time, and it's certainly not as polished as maybe I would have liked. But you know what? I don't really care. I think the level of detail in this game is fantastic. I think the lighting, oh God, it sets such a scary environment. I think it's brilliant. The level of gore is off the charts and is sometimes disturbing. But hey, what the hell are you going to do? You've got a cricket bat. There's a zombie coming at you. You're going to ask him, has he got a ball? Or are you going to cave its head in? Yeah, cave its head in. But, but the amount of blood and, you see brains and all sorts. It is a mature game and it is setting the theme correctly. You're on your own. You're fighting for survival. But the amount of graphical detail that you get, the lighting, the environments, you really do feel that you're there. And the fact that you're using also the Wii pad as well as a map and a sonar device is just brilliant, and it brings you the player into the game even further. And for that, I'm going to give it another 8 out of 10. Gameplay. Well, the use of the Wii U remote as a smart tablet cum camera I think is, well, it's brilliant, and this game is really well suited for the Wii U. But the game plays in real time, so while you're looking at that small screen rummaging through your backpack, potentially there's a zombie that's going to nail you, so just be mindful. There is also numerous saves throughout the game. There's one at your main safe house and other smaller safe houses that you will find. And it's in these areas you can upgrade your weapons, make them more powerful, carry more ammo, so on and so forth. You can also store your vital supplies, medipacks, more weapons, bullets in your main safe house. Also, before I forget, if you actually save, i.e. go to sleep, it will replenish all of your energy, which is an absolute must if you've got no medipacks. The zombies are not just going to come at you one at a time, that you may get a horde that'll suddenly come after you, and this is where you're going to have to be a bit more tactful. Also, watch them, try and figure out who's the quickest. They don't all move at the same speed, and some of them will even throw poison at you, or spit poison, shall I say. But most of all, give the game time to unfold. If you're not happy with it after 30 minutes, you've not given the game anywhere near long enough. I've found playing the game for 2 to 3 hours. Now I'm hooked. Now I'm really starting to enjoy it. Just give the game a chance. Well, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. Overall, this is a great survival horror game if you give it a chance. you will thoroughly enjoy it. The graphics are not the greatest in the world, they're not as polished as maybe I would have liked. The sound though is absolute quality, and you really do get the sense that, you know what, something's trying to kill me or find me, and you really are hiding in the shadows quite a lot. This game is a slow burn. You've got to be very patient with it. You've got to give it a chance, give it time, let the story unfold a little bit, and if you do, you're on an absolute cracker. This is, and it will be, it's a hidden gem, I'm telling you, especially on the Wii U. I'd buy this game now because in the future I can see prices on this rocketing. I really can. And if you really are into survival horrors, this is an absolute must. I've been playing the game now for over 5 hours. I must admit I'm hooked, but it's taken that long for me to get to it. Overall, 8.2 out of 10. Well, there we have ZombiU on the Wii U. Brilliant game with the Wii U control pad. Totally different from any other game that you're going to play, certainly on the PS4, the Xbox One. But is it really unique enough? Well, let me know your thoughts. Drop me a comment below, or if you wish, catch me on social media on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Well, that's just about all I've got time for. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll catch you all again. Take care.